Insta360 reached out to me and they sent me this Ace Pro action camera to try out. I was not paid for this. I'm doing an unbiased review. I told them if I don't like this, I'll tell my audience that. I started this channel with GoPro Hero action cameras, but over the years, GoPro Hero cameras seem to have gotten worse, man. They end up with more problems, overheat, they freeze, audio issues, all kinds of problems. So that had me venturing out and trying other action cameras. And for a while now, I've been using a DJI Action 4 action camera that beat the GoPro in every way but the audio. I never really cared for the audio with the Action 4 that much. Like I said, I have the audio set at -12. I do have a Sony ECM microphone. It is stereo. And recently I've been having some problems with the Action 4. But I'll tell you this, guys, is that this is the only 8K action camera out there on the market currently, man. So I'm anxious to try motovlogs in 8K, but more importantly, to test out the audio and all the other features of this action camera. This pertains to motovlogging for the most part, so I'm not going to cover all the features, but this thing is jam-packed with all kind of features. Let's go ahead and get started.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
First off, I want to tell you my setup with this camera. I do have an audio mic adapter. Now that's an accessory that you have to purchase separately. Also, I have the GPS monitor, which is awesome, which, by the way, you could take this out of this watch and pop it onto your handlebar. So, or vice versa. I have a Sony stereo mic in my helmet, and I have it set to -12 on gain because the mic is so close up in my helmet that it would be cause distortion. Also, I have it set to stereo in the camera. I have it set currently to 4K 60 frames per second in the high stabilization mode. I have the action view, which is the widest view that's available, which is equivalent to the super view on the GoPro Hero cameras. I wish it had a hyper view. That's kind of a con right off the jump with this, but super view is pretty good. It shows a good, but I'm sure in the future they'll probably update it and make it better. Also with this camera, by the way, it has a Leica lens, which is high quality glass here. The only problem is though, is if you drop the camera or whatnot and damages that lens, you know what, you got to send the camera in, but you do get one free repair within a calendar year of purchasing the camera. But they also make some ND filters though that just go on magnetically, and that way that could provide some protection. So if you drop the camera, you know, it'll keep it from messing up the Leica lens. And also it'll give you some filtering. I don't use ND filters because you have to go in there and manually adjust the settings on the camera. I don't feel like going through all that. I just want to jump on my bike, throw a camera on, hit record, and get out here and run my mouth out here on the streets. It comes with a magnetic mount like the DJI Action 4, which I love. I hate the old GoPro way of doing it with the stupid screw you got to unscrew, pull it out, and all that. Right now, I do have a GoPro Hero on my handlebar here that's recording me. And then, of course, this is the Ace Pro. I'll tell you one con right off the jump with the Ace Pro. It is a little bit bigger than the GoPro and the Action 4 camera, and it's a little bit heavier. It does have a large sensor, a 1/1.3 inch sensor, but I'm telling you, if the audio quality is fantastic on this, that'll supersede a lot, man, because that's my biggest issue that I have with GoPros and also the Action 4 is the audio issues that I've incurred. So if the audio sounds great in this, then this could be my regular camera. By the way, I do have a link to this camera where you can get a free accessory in the description and comment section of this video. And also I have links to all of my gear, like my favorite helmet. It's an ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet that comes with an automatic tint shield, my airbag vest to help keep me safe, sea armor jacket keeping me cool out here in this hot summer day. So let's get out here and go for a ride. You know, not only is this camera shooting 8K, but also it supposedly has the best low light footage, which I will be trying in this video. From the reviews I've seen, the low light footage is absolutely amazing. But also this camera has AI features. I'll cover a lot of that in this video. I'm not going to cover all the features of this camera. It's too much to list. All I care about is how good it is as a motovlogger and for what I do out here. So let's get started. First off, let's get this bike going, man. By the way, I'm on my 2024 KTM 690 SMCR. This is I got it customized. I got all the performance mods on here. If you want to see the build series on that, I have a link in the top right corner. Let's go for a ride, baby. Oh, this bike is so sick. Man, this thing rips, boy. Yeah, baby. Oh, I hope you can hear that really good, that exhaust, because that's the problem. You know, the DJI Action 4 is pretty decent, the audio, but it's not the best sound that I like. It does sound good, doesn't it? I hope you can hear it with this new camera and mic. DJI Action 4, but I've done a ton of motovlogs in the DJI Action 4. Actually, it's my current motovlog camera, except for now I'm rocking with this Insta360. So hopefully this looks good. Hopefully the view looks wide and good. Obviously it's not going to be as wide as the hyper view on the GoPro Hero, but it's usually I do super view in my GoPro anyhow. So because I don't know, the hyper view kind of distorts a bit, as where the super view is pretty good. So we'll see what this looks like. One thing that's really cool, by the way, I'm shooting, again, if I didn't tell you, I'm shooting this in 4K 60. I will try the, in 8K, it only does 24 frames per second. See what this looks like here in broad daylight in 8K to see if it's all that. 8K footage here, baby. Hopefully it looks good. I've never seen 8K footage with a motovlog before. First time ever. So hopefully it looks good in broad daylight. I did test it at night the other day, yesterday, downtown Cleveland, and it did not look good in 8K motovlogging at night. All right, I'm in 8K 24 right now. All right, let's see what it looks like. I'm really curious. I'm not going to record very long in 8K because it takes up so much freaking space. But I'm curious to see how it is in low light performance at 24 frames per second. This is not in a pure video mode, like I said, so it's not getting the optimal low light performance right now. However, they have the best low light performance when you put it in pure video mode. Okay, we are in pure video mode now. This is supposedly the best low light performance. Hopefully it looks good at night. This is rare for me, guys, extremely rare, because I don't ride at night much anymore at all. But I decided to do it for this video to see what the low light performance looks like with this Ace Pro. So we'll see. And it looks spectacular. The best low light performance you will ever see on an action camera, at least for now. I'm sure future cameras of various companies will probably match it or better it. Another thing that's cool is I have it set up with a GPS monitor. Actually, this also doubles as a regular watch, which I think is cool, man. This is really cool because I can see when I'm recording, I can see what I'm recording. As far as battery life in this, supposedly you can get 120 minutes out of shooting in like 4K 30. Also, you can charge this up, the battery on this, pretty quickly, 80%, from 0 to 80% in 22 minutes. At least that's what they say. I'm really new to this, so I haven't really tested everything out. I'm just testing the motovlogging capabilities here, as I am a professional motovlogger. Been doing this since 2012, done over 2,000 motovlogs. I'm really looking for a camera that can do everything and that's reliable. Most important. We'll see how this is. One issue that I had with the DJI Action 4 is that sometimes it would switch from the external mic to the camera mic without me knowing it, so my audio would get screwed up sometimes. But for the most part, it's been pretty reliable and good. But I don't want to take any chances at all, because if I'm getting a lot, because I do a lot of footage, and if I'm doing a lot of footage and then I get home and the audio's crap, I can't really do much with it, man. So it's a big waste of time and everything, man. So hopefully this is more reliable. By the way, another cool feature of this camera, it actually has artificial intelligence, AI features. It has an AI assistant, which is really cool, so that actually you can have it select shots for you, the perfect shots. It can pick the perfect shots for you. I don't know how many people would use that, because it wouldn't work for me, because I generally use most of my footage for motovlogging. I don't need it to pick out the best scenes out of the video for me. So I think it's kind of more gimmicky than actually useful, in my opinion. But it's cool to know that it's on there. We'll see how it works out. Also, another cool feature with this camera is that it has a pause recording feature. So that if I'm at a stoplight and I don't want to record anymore and I want to take a break, I can actually hit pause on my watch here or the camera, and it will pause recording. And then when I want to resume, hit unpause it, and it'll keep it all within the same clip. So I don't have to do multiple clips like you do with the other action cameras. I think that is a very useful feature for motovloggers. Definitely. It also has a swivel screen too, but I don't, it's got a 4.3-inch swivel screen. I don't really use that feature at all. I don't use this my action cameras for vlogging. I generally just use my phone, but I just want to let you guys know. Okay, we're going to see what the audio and the video looks like with this on the highway. Man, this bike rips, boy. Woo! This bike is sick, bro. But hopefully you don't hear much wind noise or anything. We'll see what it sounds like. And we'll compare it to the DJI Action 4 too, and the GoPro Hero as far as audio, and see what you guys think. It's good. Get past this truck. Yeah, this thing cooks. Woo! This thing cooks, boy. This thing is sick, man. Oh my goodness, man. I'm glad I got this bike, dude. Yeah, this camera has so many features that ain't even funny, man. Like I'm curious to see how great it is in low light. So as soon as it gets dark, I will be filming some more here. Okay, now to wrap this up and give my pros and cons of this Insta360 Ace Pro. First off, I want to tell you that I actually have a GoPro Hero camera, old GoPro Hero camera, filming me give this review right now. And this thing has already frozen. It wouldn't start up. I had to take the battery out, put it back in, finally got it to work. That's been my big issue with all the GoPro Hero cameras over the years. They just seem to get worse. I haven't had any problems with this Ace Pro so far. Now, as far as the pros of this camera, the video quality, I would say, is maybe not as sharp as the DJI 4, but it still looks absolutely great, but the audio blows away the DJI 4, in my opinion. I have to say the audio quality is the best out of all the action cameras in terms of motovlogging for me. I have to say the night footage in pure video mode is bar none the best low light quality in an action camera out of all of them, at least that I've seen so far in reviews and my editing of this video. Also, I love the pause record option there, so when you're at a stoplight or whatever, you can hit pause and then you can unpause it, and it keeps it all within the same clip, so you don't have a whole bunch of different clips you got to work with. That is awesome. I love the mic adapter here, which is awesome, which allows you to plug the USB-C in and a 3.5 millimeter jack. And so I love that. I don't know why GoPro Hero won't do that, man. But they make you get this stupid box here on the side or get that media mod crapper to deal with. I like having a little adapter you stick right in there. You can plug in a power bank and also your 3.5 millimeter jack. And with this camera, you can set it to stereo. You put it -12 with the gain, and man, it sounds great. No problems. Another thing I really like about this camera, it does have AI features as well, as far as the AI assistant. So it'll pick the best clips for you, but I won't use that. I use most of my motovlog content, so I don't need it to pick anything out for me, but that's really cool to know. When it comes to cons, the biggest con to me with this is the Leica lens, which is the best glass you could probably get in an action camera. But if you drop this camera, you have to send it in to get repaired, although they give you one free repair within a calendar year of owning the camera. But you can also put on an ND filter that's magnetically mounted, and if you drop the camera, that'll help mitigate damage to the camera, possibly. I don't use ND filters, though. I don't know if they have a lens protector, but I wasn't given one. But that's something they definitely need to come up with, is a lens protector for sure if they don't have it. But until then, you can use the ND filters, which some of you may use the ND filters anyhow to help filter out the bright light or whatnot. I don't use them because I don't like to go in there and have to manipulate the settings. I just want to throw the camera on my helmet and go. Another con to this, it is a bit bigger and heavier than the Action 4 and the GoPro Hero cameras, but it's not so big that it irritates me on my helmet, and I don't feel the extra weight at all, so it's not a big deal to me. I say another con is that the 8K footage at night, at least for motovlogging, it didn't look that great. It looked like there's some flare on the lights or whatnot. But like I said, once you put it into pure video mode and it throws it into 4K 30, in that particular setting, the night footage is absolutely amazing. And also another con is that you don't get the super wide angle view like you get with the Action 4 and the GoPro Hero cameras that have the hyper view. The Action view is comparable to the super view that's on the GoPro Hero cameras, which is fine, which I've done thousands of motovlogs in super view. But in the future, I'd like to see in the next model that they come out with, I'd like to see them give a wider angle view and also be able to replace that lens too.
If you put it in 8K mode, it will lower the viewing angle down to ultra wide. So you're going to have less wide of a viewing angle, and you'll have to remember to put it back to action view for other settings that allow it.
Overall, I have to say that I will be using this camera going forward because of the audio. And like I said, so far I'm really loving this Ace Pro camera. Leave a comment below and let me guys know what you guys think from seeing the video footage. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But make sure to hit thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my new videos release. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until next time.